Hello beautiful beings and welcome back to the Realm of Inspiration. Today's video is healing green. So we are continuing the healing colors, or the rather the meaning of colors that you can use in your healing and spiritual journey. So today we are doing green, and green is a healing color, specifically also for like the inner child and other things. Last we worked with gold, and now we're entering secondary colors with green. I'm wearing more of like a pastel-y green, but I also have the malachite, and like the healing light of Archangel Raphael is more of an emerald green. So all the different shades of green help with healing and also help with the heart chakra and the inner child and the emotional body. I got my healer symbol, so we are connecting to the healer frequency and the color frequency of green. So I'm going to call on a divine feminine Elfian elemental of the color frequency of green. So we have a cosmic Elfian elemental of the color frequency of green, divine feminine energy, who is from the cosmic Elfian elemental domain of the Elfian Realm, a being of inspiration, color frequency, and I guess healing a little bit too, who is going to come forth and help us gain some insight into the color of green and how it can help us in the specifics of healing, why it is the healing color. It is also a color associated with abundance, so it brings healing that can offer abundance. When you heal, you are more open to abundance. So let's uncover that as well, because it does more things than just healing, of course. So how's the different variations of healing, the different shadings, what do we need to know to help us gain clarity. So when I have safely stepped back, you may step forth. Hello, I am a divine feminine cosmic Elfian elemental of the Elfian Realm of the color frequency of green. So like our communicator said, green is associated with abundance, but the color frequency of gold is a little bit more powerful in that sense when it comes to manifesting. Red and green are associated with abundance. Red is more the passion that drives the manifestation of abundance, and green is the healing that gets you into the state that you can receive and attract higher cosmic abundance. So the cosmic abundance frequency is like a reddish, greenish, goldish color energy. It's a fusion of all of that. Now, the emerald color specifically is the healing light of Archangel Raphael. So his gift of that healing light coming forth in that emerald color. You see the diamond is associated with Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, and clarity. So emerald is that healing color. Deep forest green color is the healing, grounding healing. So the deeper the shade, the more grounding, the lighter the shade, the more elevating, the more enlightening, right? So you see that the color of green that our communicator is wearing is a very pastel-y, light shade of green. And this shade of green is healing that brings more enlightenment, healing for the higher chakras, healing for connection, the enlightenment journey. It's higher, okay? So see, it's more of an elevation and enlightenment, and the spiritual side of things. The deeper is the more earthly, physical side of that color power. Now, the healing green, it can just be so simple to say, if you want healing, you wear green, but there's a little bit more to that, okay? It's specifically when you work with the crystals. We have malachite here on our communicator, and also we have clear quartz. So we have malachite and also olive wood, which is lovely. We're going to get to the plants as well, because the color frequency in nature also helps with the healing. So with the crystal energy, when you are picking a different shade of the color green, you could actually do healing with just crystals that are green, depending on the shade, right? So the deeper the green, the more grounding. The lighter the green, the more elevating. So malachite here could kind of be maybe the heart or solar plexus. Emerald would definitely be like maybe the sacral. There are deeper greens that could be more of the root. I think you could get some calcates to be the throat area. And just as you're going up, different shadings. Criscola is actually pretty good for the heart. Calcate's more so like the throat area. All those different shadings there that you can use for a different level of healing working with the color frequency of green, what they can do is, if it's just like a general deep healing, you can actually anchor all of the greens to the healing light of Raphael. And if you have it like the center, the emerald, if you're doing a grid, say you would start with the central of the emerald, so you're fully anchoring Archangel Raphael's healing light. And if you do healing with the archangels, or you want to have some anchoring of the archangels, you can have like diamond of clarity. You can have clear quartz, clear crystals. For Michael, for bringing forth protection, there's like more blues and blacks. And then Uriel would be more for the strength, so you're going to see like more goldenish energy there. And also like tiger's eye and more brown there too. For Raphael, if you're wanting to do that, you can take emerald at the center, and then for the healing you can have chrysocolla and malachite and calcates and agates and jade and aventurine, all kind of circling around to kind of the different hues and shadings of the crystals associated with the chakras as you're going up, for elevation and grounding and anchoring that healing light. So if you are a healer, it's recommended to do that grid if you can get like a raw emerald. Raw emerald is a little bit deeper, so more the root chakra. Raw emerald, and get some other green crystals and make that little anchoring and have it in your healing space. You could have it under your healing table. It's a great grid to have to anchor in the healing energy and the different aspects of the healing energy. So the emerald also can carry the aspect of manifestation for abundance. Same with jade, same with calcite, same with aventurine. You can those crystals also work with attracting abundance and prosperity, and they are green color frequency. So you can do that. You can have that anchoring there. Okay, so what is also something that you can do for using healing and the abundance of the green is, if you're trying to manifest something, you can do a healing ritual with the color frequency of green. So you can get some green candles, get some green crystals, get some like sage incense, maybe some patchouli, get some like green sage, get some green herbs. You can get eucalyptus. Eucalyptus would be a really good one to use, definitely. You can get some tea, make it some green herbs, eucalyptus tea, as well spearmint tea, peppermint tea. Okay, drink those teas, have that ritual, connect to that healing, and for everything that you heal and you transmute a negativity, ask for the universe to send back to you some abundance. Okay, so what you can do is abundance of healing, of course, but here's an example working with green. So let's say you have a green candle and you are wanting to heal a blockage in you that is preventing you from creativity. Right, the fire is associated with like the creativity, that spark, that spirit, that inspiration. So with that green candle, you're saying, as long as this green candle is burning, I'm going to focus my attention and healing any of the blockages. Once this green candle finishes the burning, what I'm going to receive on the other end of this is an abundance of creative inspiration, right? So I'm healing my blockages and receiving an abundance of this. And as a result of that, I'm going to create something that is going to attract in more abundance, okay? So you can use it in conjunction. Say with a tea, okay, that you are feeling something, there's something icky, something that is not aligning. Maybe your physical body is feeling a little bit ill, okay? Drinking peppermint, spearmint, eucalyptus tea. Spearmint would be really good. Spearmint would probably be the best one. And it's a little bit sweeter too, not as like minty in your face, and not as like eucalyptus can be a little bit of a different taste, according to our communicator, who has experimented with the herbs and how they taste. But spearmint is the best option, especially for like color energy too. You drink that spearmint tea to bring healing to your physical body, and while you're doing that, and you're focusing on healing the physical body, allow yourself to be guided in abundance of clarity on what you need to do to feel better physically, right? So you can do that spiritually. You're meditating with a crystal, a green crystal, setting that intention. That color energy brings forth healing. What it can also do is bring forth protection, okay? It can bring forth protection because when you call in the color frequency of green, it will also identify what you might be afraid of. Because the negative aspect of green, every color has a negative aspect, is like that jealousy, that judgment, but jealousy stems from fear. Right? So in media, envy has been associated with green. Okay, that's the negative aspect. That's the unhealed aspect. But to heal the envy, you must connect to the color frequency of green, connect to the healing frequency. what happens, the green, is also if someone is unhealed and they're sending negativity your way, the green can act as a protective shield. Okay? Because when someone is unhealed, they would send negativity. Right? But when you're healing, you can call on the green color frequency, green light, that healing light of Archangel Raphael will protect you from those who are unhealed who might wish to send you harm. And it'll also send healing back to them. It just puts you in a tube of healing light. And you can do that by circling yourself with green crystals, okay? And doing that protection. Each of the healing lights of the archangels, actually, if you connect to the color frequency associated to it and the crystals, that can act as a protection barrier and also offer you healing in the process. So Archangel Raphael's light of healing, that emerald light, can bring you healing and also protect you in healing, so that those who are unhealed, who are sending negativity or sending ill wish or wish to harm you, they will not be able to find you. And you are protected. And you are protected. You can use it as a protective energy as well. Why green can protect is you can bring an abundance of protection. Green is at the root of the cosmic abundance, right? It's the main color of cosmic abundance. Because the main root of being able to attract abundance is healing yourself. Okay? So, what is important for you to know is that the first step to doing anything is that healing work. And healing it never ends. Some days you might need to focus a little bit more. What's beautiful is the more that you heal, the more abundance finds you. Keep healing, the more beautiful things find your way. And remember, if you're feeling judgment or jealousy, there's something unhealed inside. What is that? How can you heal it? Can you work with it? You need to help understanding it. You can journal with a green pen, okay? On a green paper maybe even, different shades of green. The green crystal, that energy is with you. Always, you can use it to help you. I know that as long as you're on your healing journey and you're working with your angels and you're working with Source, you're on the right path. Now the grounding healing, the deeper green, Angelic Mother Gaia, the guardian angel of the earth, has brownish greenish in her aura, okay? You're wanting to ground that deeper green. Nature carries that. So you can go out in nature and give it to the earth. That's why I give it to the earth if there's something that's too big that you are carrying. What you can do, lay in the earth, ground in the earth, look up at the sky, ground and give away the physical burden that you are carrying to the earth to be reconstituted, and look at the sky for the heavens above to bring you the clarity and guidance that you need. Father Sky, Mother Earth, give to the earth for healing and grounding, and the sky will bring you clarity. And that, beautiful children of life, is the final message from the color frequency of green on how you can use it to help you. And a message from green is, again, as long as you're working on healing, you're on the right path, and abundance will come. But if you're avoiding healing something and you're wondering why abundance hasn't found you, it's maybe because you might have healed a lot of things and abundance found you when you healed those things. But if you are holding on to something that you are not healing, then you are not open to abundance. Healing makes you open to abundance. So if there's something that you have not healed, heal it, because that might be preventing you from the manifestations of abundance that are waiting to find you, but you have to remove that blockage first to let it in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was the final message. Very interesting. Visuals as well. More so just in space. More so just in space. Just seeing the color floating in space. And nature. and the different practices. I think I need to drink spearmint. Because I saw that visual. Very fascinating. And I think also the way that the rituals were explained, and the way that I saw them, is that you can substitute it with any color and what that color represents, and do those practices as well. It's just inviting that color into your life. So that's very fun to do that, and to try that. And maybe in the future we will do like rituals with the colors, and maybe try and actually practice the teachings. So if you're wanting to see that, let me know. And maybe before I continue deeper into the colors, we can do like I can do an inspired awakening where we test out the teachings and how powerful it really is, because I can see the visuals of those rituals and know the positive implications, but to try it would be really fun. So maybe a ritual book from the Elfian Realm is on the way to all of the different things that we can do to help in the healing journey. I thank you for your time listening to this channeling. I send you love, light, and inspiration. Let me know if you want to see that, if you want to see a ritual book, if you want to see something to do with like actually doing the practice, you want me to try it and give feedback on that, please let me know. I don't know what video is going to be next. It might be a color, it might be a flower, it might be, I don't know what. We're gonna find out, but I will see you then. Until then, sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired. Goodbye for now.